Hi yogis, novice yogis. Welcome to a starter sequence. Let's come into a comfortable seat. Take a pillow, sit on it, sit about halfway on it so that you tilt a little bit forward with your pelvis, your spine is tall. Notice if you're puffing out your chest, relax that. Let your arms rest loosely to your legs. Allow your eyes to close. Let's take a few breaths here. Any comfortable seat. If your hips are tight, set a block beneath each thigh or knee. As you inhale, fill your belly, your chest, right up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, release in the opposite direction, ending with your belly squeezing back to your spine. Each inhale, you draw in deep, full sips of fresh air and energy. And each exhale, you release some old, some stale, some negative. Let's take 5 breaths like this. Now from here, tuck your chin to your chest. Slowly begin to draw large circles with the crown of your head. Very slow, controlled movements, just to wake up your neck. At the end of your next rotation, gently reverse directions. Go slower than you want to so you feel all the feels. Keep breathing in and breathing out. The end of your next rotation, slowly allow your head to return up to neutral. Big breath in, reach both arms high. As you exhale, reach over to the right. I'm going to mirror image you so it looks like I'm doing the same side as you. Big breath in, both arms high. As you exhale, stretch to the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left. Big breath in, rise to center. Big breath out, stay here. Bend the elbow, hold the back of your head. Press your head into your hand. Relax your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Stretch a little more as you breathe out. One more like that. Big breath in. Stretch. Breathe out. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale to the other side. Relax the left shoulder. Notice if it's crunching up to your ear. Roll it back and down. Bend the elbow, hold the back of your head. So your hand is like a hammock for your head. Big breath in. As you breathe out, stretch to the left. Inhale. Stretch, exhale. Inhale, both arms rise up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee. Your other hand comes to the pillow behind you. As you inhale, sit tall. As you exhale, twist. Look straight ahead. And then just maybe explore. How does it feel to turn your head to look back over the right shoulder? If that doesn't feel good, just keep facing forward. But with every inhale, can you sit a little taller? And as you exhale, can you twist a little deeper? Just one more breath like that. Inhale, lengthen, twist, exhale. Come back to center. Inhale, both arms high. And exhale, change sides. Inhale, sit tall. Twist, exhale. Explore with your head and your neck. Just softly start to turn your head to look behind you. If that doesn't feel good, stop turning your head. And that's pretty much always the rule in yoga. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen, grow taller. Twist, exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Twist, exhale. Come back to center, both arms high. Big breath in. Hands to your heart, exhale. Breathe out your mouth whenever you need it, but try to practice breathing in and out through your nose. Let's come on to our hands and knees. Line up your wrists beneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips. Spread all your fingers wide and claw the mat. Dig into the mat with the pads of your fingers. As you inhale, curl your toes to stretch your feet. Drop your belly, lift your heart. As you exhale, release your feet, round your back, and curl. Inhale, curl your toes, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, release your feet, round your back, curl in. 3 more like that. Big breath in. Notice how your breath fuels the movements of your body. Full breath out, curl, chin tucks in. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Good. Now from here, curl your toes, walk your hands forward. Claw the mat, dig in with the pads of your fingers, using your whole hand, knuckles pressed down, fingers pressed down. Lift your hips high, broaden across your arms so that your ears are kind of lined up between your arms. Your knees can be bent, bend them any amount. Lift your hips high. Maybe straighten one leg a little bit, and then do the same with the other leg a little bit. And then straighten both legs as much as it feels good. A deep bend in the knees is totally fine here. And then slowly walk forward. Walk forward, and then find a rag doll. Hang heavy upside down. Shake out your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Sway your upper body all the way to the right and all the way to the left. A little more and a little more. Hang heavy, heavy, heavy. Come back through center, bend your knees and roll your way up slower than you want to. Your head is the very last thing to come up. As you arrive, roll out your shoulders. A few times one way and a few times the other way. Let's come to stand at the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart, my favorite way to measure hip distance. If you turn one foot sideways, your heel will just touch your other foot. Keeping the ball of your foot where it is, spin your heel back, and that's hip distance. Come to stand at the top of the mat. Hands together at your heart, a little smile on your face. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to your shins or to your thighs. Pull your belly in, reach your heart forward and your shoulders back. Your core is working here. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bend your knees and walk back. Lower all the way down to the mat. You can start by lowering your knees and then come all the way down. Hands beneath your shoulders. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Roll your shoulders back first. Press your hands down. Lift your chest. A little or a lot. Feel what works in your body. Take a big breath in. Stay as you breathe out. And then press back through child's pose. Find downward facing dog. Bend your knees any amount, no problem. Walk your left foot forward. Walk it forward, lift your hips high, that helps. You can also use your hand to help carry your foot forward. Rise up to high lunge. Bend the front knee like you're on cross-country ski tracks. If it's hard to balance, your feet might be too close together. Let them separate. Bring your arms high, bend the front knee. Take a big breath in. Sink deep, breathe out. Let's take a couple of breaths here. You can also bend the back knee. You're trying to work the right hip back, the left hip forward. Tuck the tailbone, lift the heart. And all of that just kind of also doesn't matter because it's just yoga, and breathe and feel all the feels and just keep breathing. Stay another moment, big breath in. As you breathe out, open up towards the camera. Bend the left knee a lot. Turn the back toes in. This angles the hip forward. The front knee should line up directly over the ankle. Check that you can see your big toes. If you can't see your big toes, open the knee back a little. Notice if you're reaching into the future or if you're stuck in the past. Come right into the present. Line up straight over your hips. Stay another moment. Big breath in. Sink deep. If it's burning, you're doing it right. Straighten out the leg. Reach as far as you can without moving the lower part of your body. Tilt to the side. Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can slide your hand down your leg any amount. Look up to your thumb unless it hurts to look up. If it hurts to look up, then please look down. This is a great place for your block. Take it on its highest setting. Starting there, really nice place to start. Good, now look down. Take the block with you, rise up, and turn, face the other way. Set the block back to the floor. Bend your right knee now. Reach your arms high, high lunge. Maybe the back knee is bent. Reach tall and high and smile and breathe and bend into that front knee. Breathing in, breathing out. Shaking is okay. Again, you can always widen your feet further away from each other to make it a little easier to balance here. Take one more breath, big breath in. And as you breathe out, sink deep. Inhale, rise. Open it out to warrior two. And here, again, we pull up through the center of our body. Look along the length of your nose, maybe a little snobby, like you're looking down your nose at somebody. Not very yogic, but you know. Bend the front, that back knee, the right knee, bend it, bend it, bend it. Check, can I see my toes? Am I reaching forward? Am I pulling back? Just stay in the present. And when you think you can't take it anymore, bend one more inch. And then come up, nicely done. Reach as far as you can. When you can't reach any further, tilt to the side, Trikonasana. Oh, use your block. You can also use your own leg. Just try not to put too much weight on the block. Still want to be able to build your core strength. Breathing in, breathing out. Take another good breath in. Look down as you breathe out. Move the block out of the way. Rise tall. Heel toe your feet a little closer together. Turn your heels in, your toes out. Big breath in, rise high. And like a coffee press, press down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, press down. Collect all the good, positive, fresh air and energy. And exhale, press out the old and the stale and the dark. One more, breathe in. And breathe out your mouth. Inhale, rise. Turn your heels out and your toes in, so you're a little pigeon-toed. Fold over your leg. You're bringing your hands to the floor or to blocks here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands back and fold. Now, if your hips are tight, take a much bigger step. If your head is coming easily to the floor, take a smaller step. Blocks can be anywhere that feels good for you. Look halfway up, inhale. As you exhale, turn, face the front of your mat, move the blocks away, step all the way back, find a plank pose. You can drop your knees to the mat, lower all the way to the earth. One time, cobra, big breath in. As you breathe out, press back, take a child's pose. Bring your knees to touch, your hands by your heels, your forehead to a block or to the floor, and rest. Let your shoulders drop heavy. Imagine I'm pressing down on your shoulders. Let it go. Slowly unwind. Come forward so that you can lay down onto your backs. From a seated position, so much slower than you want to, round your back and imagine each vertebrae as a pearl, like you're unfurling a string of pearls. Feet stay on the ground, use your core, unroll one vertebrae at a time until you come all the way down to the mat. As you arrive, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a good squeeze. Rock a little side to side or make circles, massaging your low back. Any movements that feel good here. Now, from here, open your arms to the side. Lift your hips and slide them a little bit to the right and let your knees fall to the left. Now again, you could take your block and set it between your knees. Press your right shoulder down to the ground. And relax. As you inhale, feel your heart open and expand. As you exhale, feel your internal organs twist and release like an old wet towel. Wring out the old. On your next inhale, come up through center, keep the block. Lift and scoot your hips to the other side and then let your knees fall to the other side. The reason we slide our hips over in the opposite direction is it helps realign our spine. It helps make our spine stay straight. Root your right shoulder down into the ground. That is your anchor. That's what holds you steady here. It's okay if your knees are high, use the blocks, but keep that shoulder pressing down on the earth. Let's take a few more breaths here. And then slowly release the block, come back through center. Give yourself one more squeeze and release. Stretch your legs long. Let them flop open to the side, landing whichever way they wish. Wiggle out your glutes, the back of your chest and shoulders. Your arms fall to your side, your wrists about level with your hips. Shavasana, it's actually the most challenging pose in all of yoga because it asks us to quiet our minds. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And then close your eyes. And let's take about 8 breaths here. Just try to stay focused on your breath to keep you present and to keep you relaxed. Inhale, belly up. Exhale, belly in. Repeat that to yourself for about 8 more breaths. And if you have the time to stay longer, please do. If you're coming with me, start to move your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take a full body stretch, reach your arms overhead, slide your legs together and point and flex your toes. Hug your knees in close to your chest, give yourself a good squeeze. Taking your time, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Use your pillow again if you're using one. Sit nice and tall, palms together at your heart, your eyes still closed, a little smile on your face. We pause a moment to give thanks for all that we have, to send some love and healing to someone you know who needs it. We seal in our practice with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Intending warm and loving thought, speech, and intention. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time on the mat. Bye for now.